So we had left off. I think you guys were all generally just kind of outside. I know that Fira and Bromore had just kind of exited Smith's smithy, uh, but Phoenix had been told that Lenine Greywind, I believe her name was, at the Lion Shield Coster might have some potions that she was interested in. So I'm assuming that's where you wanted to start, Cricket, but it's up to you guys.
I think we're just doing potions. That's kind of good then. I don't think we have anything else to do.
Well, did you want to talk to Smith again really quickly?
Well, the thing you said 11 gold pieces. I only have 10, so I can't even afford it right now.
You know,
Okay.
if you weren't talking
So
all that shit, I'd give it to you, dude.
he could pitch in for you.
You gonna pitch in?
I don't know, dude.
Give him one
I'll
gold.
go, bro.
Yeah, we besties. I give it to him.
All right. Then we'll go to Smithy.
Okay, so real quick, Zoo goes to Smithy.
Yeah, but just to fuck with Zoo, can I roll for accuracy to attack Smithy, dude?
Accuracy for attack speed. Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Oh, you're disgusting. You need help.
No, I
Literally.
Damn help.
I'll just give Zoo the white. I'll just play.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
So Zoo, not everybody knows what you want to do, so why don't you kind of I guess
okay, so am I
explain?
explaining it?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, all I want to do for the most part is attach a chain to the hilt of my rapier, so I can basically toss it from like 5 feet or whatever and be able to attack in like further ranges.
Right.
By 14.
Sure. And so basically, what Smithy kind of comes at you with is saying that he can do it, but it's gonna take time to craft that, and it's gonna cost money. So it's gonna cost you 11 gold pieces, and it's gonna take about 2 days to craft. During that time, you'll have to turn in your rapier.
Okay, yeah, then I'll just use my scimitar then.
Okay, so you'll be using one weapon for the next 2 days until then.
Yeah.
Okay. So that pretty much takes care of that.
Okay, then do I have to like do anything to like remove my gold pieces or something on my character sheet?
Yes. I guess just kind of keep
just
track.
alter it.
Well, just keep it in mind, I guess.
Yeah,
like on your notepad or something.
Yeah, you can literally just
how much
open your
gold you have.
character sheet and just delete it.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Okay, so, Sarah, you're heading to the Lion Shield Costa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so hanging above the front door of this modest trading post is a sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it. You enter and you see a woman. She's kind of in her middle ages. She has kind of grayish hair. She looks tough as hell. And you assume this is Lenine Greywind.
Okay. Phoenix is gonna walk up to her and be like, "Hey, you know lions aren't blue, right?"
She kind of looks at you and just says, "What about it?"
Well, I just think having a blue lion on your sign is really impractical, and it just gives lions a bad look.
She got a point.
She's Lenny Greywind isn't very much the kind of person that kind of does banter, so she kind of says, I guess, kind of like a frustrated sigh, kind of, what do you want?
Do you got any potions?
She tells you that usually she has potions, but unfortunately her latest shipment of supplies hasn't arrived. It was supposed to arrive about a week ago now, and it hasn't, and she's assuming that it might have been robbed by bandits, unfortunately.
Phoenix says under her breath, "The fucking goblins."
She says that she'd be willing to offer a reward though, if you ran into any of these supplies. I guess in your travels.
Do they have blue lions on them?
Yep, that's how you recognize.
Okay.
And are you interested in what that reward is?
Yes.
Well, aside from the fact that you'll be able to buy those potions, she's willing to offer you 50 gold pieces for it.
Ooh, 50. I'll be rolling in it.
Yeah, that's rolling in dough. Well, coins, but yeah.
Well, 50 gold pieces, that fits with our team motto. So.
Yeah.
We're greedy.
I don't know. I think we should haggle for more. I Who's got the highest persuasion?
I think Oak's character hasn't shown up to the situation yet.
Yeah, I think. Are you saying
Epic
that? Are you saying? Are you
Epic
saying
come
that
through,
specifically
baby.
because your character held him from going inside?
Epic. Come through and haggle for more money.
He's better than
I think instead of haggling, that Phoenix would take her changing the blue line to like a yellow or an orange.
No,
Just
that's
because
stupid.
The
blue lines are stupid.
Either way,
No, they're smart.
Lanine offered this reward specifically to Phoenix, and she can do with that gold what she wants. But she didn't offer to anybody else.
Okay.
Yo, if I do a backflip, can we get more money?
What the hell?
Roll for backflip.
Roll for a backflip. Make an athletics check.
Oh wait,
Wanna
an
be
athletic check?
acrobatic?
Let me do it, dude.
Hey, you got acrobatics, Epic?
I got
Epic has
acrobatics.
to do it.
Oh, sick. You got this, dog.
Are you rolling?
This man sounds far away.
I've been getting yelled at, dude.
He's actually
No,
doing
not.
a backflip.
Ever, you gonna roll for a backflip, dude?
What is it? Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics.
Acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics. Acrobatics. Sorry.
Roll that d20, dude.
Ooh.
So what'd you get?
So you try to do a backflip and you
5.
land on your stomach. And she kind of rolls her eyes and says, "Wow."
This is my not so acrobatic friend. But we'll take your offer for 50 gold, and we'll try to find it.
Okay.
Or you're missing
She says,
stuff.
She kind of shakes your hand on it, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well then, I'm good.
Do you have anything else in the town?
Is everybody ready to go fight some goblins?
Sure.
I think so.
I know you are.
So you guys head out?
Yeah, we'll head out.
Yeah,
I don't even
so.
know where we're going entirely.
We're going back to the path, dude, and then we're gonna go up where we're left off.
Oh yeah, where we found that
So
thing. Okay.
just ignore all this stuff because we're not gonna worry about this area too much. But you guys kind of head back. After a while, it doesn't take long. You guys are able to kind of find the trail that you had found previously, and it's pretty clear that they had been using that place to stage ambushes for some time. The trail leads northwest, and as you might not remember, but as I mentioned last time, one of you guys had made a check that kind of made you realize, based on just the tracks, that about a dozen goblins have kind of come and gone along the trail, as well as 2 human-sized bodies being hauled away from the ambush site. So, I'm assuming you guys follow that trail, or what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, follow the trail.
Follow
Can we
us.
check for any new tracks?
Can we I was gonna say, I guess check tracks?
Any
How do we
tracks?
do that?
So you would have to make a survival check. You can check for new tracks if you want.
Okay.
But
well,
honestly, actually, before you even make it in the roll, I can tell you that there isn't anything.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
So they won't have
We'll just check.
had seen the dead people and be like, "Oh shit," and be ready for us.
Yeah. So actually, I don't want to give too much information, but yeah, no,
Yeah,
there is.
okay.
There's no new tracks.
Do we have to make a formation or anything while we're looking?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. What is I guess your marching order as you guys
Alright.
follow this trail?
I'm in the front.
All right.
Okay.
you go in front, dog.
No, I'm
That
a
is
fighter
done.
too. You're a fighter too. You should be up here.
I have a bow, so I feel like I should be in the middle.
Yeah, that's alright. That's alright.
I should probably be towards the back.
I'm in
I'll
the
be in the
shadows.
middle.
Do you have Zach?
I have a bow. I'm a ranger.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. And then
feel like-
Citri, I think, has firebolt or
I
something.
feel like Citri should be all the way in the back, so he has like a 60 fucking range.
No, I'm gonna be in the middle because there's goblins afoot and I don't want to get ambushed.
My boy Citrus might hit some shit today because he respect.
I might, because I respect.
Phoenix will
Okay.
probably take up the back to watch everybody.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything specific, or just kind of marching in that order?
More or less.
More or less that. I'm just
We'll
gonna
see
have
what
I guess,
happens.
my sword. Or
I kind of want to keep to the tree line on the path and kind of check for. Like, let's do on the right side of the rest of the party.
Okay. And what are you checking for?
I just wanna be on the lookout for any potential ambush.
Okay. So as you guys are kind of walking along, you are walking about maybe along the path for about 20 minutes, and then Zach, go ahead and make a perception check. So just roll your d20 and then add your perception bonus.
Oh, we had our dice put away.
Oh,
Okay, Sarah, what's the perception?
Ooh, scrolling down.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If you're gonna hog the mouse, you gotta be on top of it.
I can't read. My character is illiterate.
Okay, so I
Roll for
rolled.
literacy?
I had 10.
that was your total.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was with the perception bonus.
Okay, so as you all keep walking, not that long after that, it's too late until you notice that Burmore, who's walking in the front, just barely trips a snare. And in that moment, go ahead and Burmore make a dexterity saving throw, which means roll your d20 and then add your where it says saving throw on. Let me look
Yeah.
this up.
Yeah, I can just click. So I got a 4.
Okay, so
The boy's dead.
the snare grabs you, and you're instantly picked up, suspended upside down 10 feet above the ground, restrained by the foot.
All right.
What you gonna do, dog?
I mean, can I like try to slash the snare with my sword?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Let me do that.
Go ahead and make a damage roll. You don't have to see if you hit.
Dang, it's not like an athletics or anything like that.
No, I'm assuming you're
That's
pretty.
what I was
You're
What am I rolling for the damage? Like a d6.
just whatever weapon you decide to roll. I guess your longsword. You just do D8 plus 3.
I got a 4.
Okay.
Plus 3 is 7.
So it doesn't take a lot to cut it, but because you were 10 feet above the ground,
I didn't think this through.
you kind of flop 10 feet down onto the floor. So you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage from the fall.
All right. Do I roll that too?
bitch concussed.
Yeah,
Or
and
do you
then,
roll that?
and then take that off your hit
One
points.
d6.
3. Did not
Okay.
think that through.
So mark 3 points off.
I did.
Okay. So I guess it's up to you. You guys want to keep going along the thing? Same formation.
We should probably search for traps again.
Should probably
Yo,
be a
boy's not
little
in the
more
front
careful.
anymore. For the record.
All right.
The boy's
What?
backing up.
Let's search for traps. How do I?
Okay. I'll just keep note of the fact that some of you are searching for traps.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's a zoo, and I was already counting Zeke as searching for traps.
What would
gotcha.
be the skill you'd want to search for traps?
In this situation, it's a perception check. So if you
Yeah.
kind of roll a high enough perception score, you might catch it. And
I get +3 perception, so I should
I get
definitely
+3
be on it.
perception.
Unfortunately,
got
Zeke just barely missed it. Like
15 perception. What does that give me?
15 perception.
Yes.
Okay, so as you guys are walking another another half hour down that path, Burmore is once again walking in the front, and
I said I didn't want to be in.
oh yeah.
Push him in the front.
So what's the formation now?
Yeah, I didn't know what the formation is.
Yeah. Discuss that.
I
You
said
should've
your
moved
boy
your
took a
token.
step back, dude.
It doesn't matter. I mean, whoever's in the front gets immediately called out to by Valdez.
Yeah, our other fighter.
Okay, wait. If I'm not getting hit, then just like let me up there. Like,
Yeah,
just for simplicity.
he calls out to you to stop.
What an
I'll
honor.
shove you back after you try to retreat.
He sees something about the path in front of you that looks. It doesn't quite match up with the rest of the trail. Something off about it.
All right.
That's very descriptive. Can we just like walk around that?
So yeah,
I
it's
would.
kind of pressed against the. It's kind of narrow because the brush is so thick here. But yeah, you can kind of squeeze off to the side, right past the trail, past that. I mean, is that what you all want to do?
Wait,
Yeah.
can I
Can I climb some trees like Naruto, dude, and start jumping around?
Nani?
Like for real?
You'd
I
have to
have
make
acrobatics.
you'd have to make several athletics checks if you want.
Wait. Can I do that? I have high athletics.
Sure.
I'll try. I'll ninja my way by it.
Well, first you got to make an athletics check to get up to climb the tree.
All right. 15.
Okay, so you climb maybe a couple feet up, but not necessarily up to the higher branches.
All right.
Oh no, 15. Sorry, I saw the 10 and I didn't see the 15. Yeah, you climb
Wow.
all the way up to the nest.
All right. All right.
To
Now
the
what?
higher branches. Are you trying to? Are you a big ass like 400-pound
I'll
dragon?
try
trying
to.
to
I'll
jump
try to Naruto run my ass across, dude. Like swing like a monkey with my tail. I'm using my tail to swing.
Oh my god. Okay, make an acrobatics check.
Oh wait, no acrobatics. I'm dead. I see that.
No, he's trying to brute force just leap from branch to branch.
No, he's strength
He
attack.
really wants to roll another d6 of bludgeoning damage on the way down.
I have
Maybe you'll
rations,
just get a
dude.
1.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I have rations.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Acrobatics check. 18.
Okay, so you kind of swing across to the branch ahead, and it's a little shaky because it seems like it might buckle under your weight, but for now it's
Wow, what
holding.
you trying to say, dude?
Doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Alright, am I past that trap yet?
Yeah, and I'm
Oh, yeah,
assuming the rest of you are doing what?
Not doing that.
Probably just walking along like normal
We're
people.
walking around it.
Zeke,
I'm walking
Zeke,
around it through the bushes
Zeke
or
just
whatever.
kind of shakes his head as he walks around the pit like a normal person.
Your boy's trying to swing to the next tree.
Okay, roll again.
Don't get a 2.
14.
Okay,
Alright.
so you miss that branch. It snaps when you hit it,
it's trash.
and you take a d6 bludgeoning damage.
Shit.
Good shit, Oak.
Bludgeoning damage mean is like
Your
How much
boy's
HP do
dead.
you have?
Dude. No, so how do I use these rations I have? I assume they heal me.
Food won't heal you unless you're doing it during a short rest.
You're
Hold up,
being
how
risky
much
for
HP
nothing,
do you
man.
have?
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
at,
say,
I'm at
you're
4.
what are you on?
You took 7 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Nah,
you're four.
I took 8 damage, dude.
What?
No,
Damn.
that's alright. That's alright. I can heal. I have a second wind.
I only have 7 hit points.
We good. We good.
Okay.
Oh, where'd the cat
You-
go?
I'm assuming you all keep going along the path.
Another one.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
your boy's in the middle now, so you can't possibly get hurt.
I'm going to roll for another trap.
Ooh, that looks different.
9.
Can
Maybe
we
better.
just roll like for better chances?
Yeah, you can all roll, honestly.
Okay.
That's the
It's
lame
okay,
way,
I
though,
can
dude.
read in the dark.
I don't care, Oak. I'm not a
That's like
scrub.
save scumming.
I'm not a scrub.
Just leave
I'm
that
doing
one
what I
on.
can.
Okay.
Either way, even though you're not really able to see anything, Valdez, you all kind of keep going along the path and kind of seems like you've gotten past 2 of the main traps on the path and don't really run into anything.
Okay,
So
cool.
you kind of keep going ahead until you finally make it out to here. You kind of come up on a stream, and I just kind of
Did the
put
map
you
not
all.
load properly?
No, so it's blacked out a little bit because there's things I don't want to see you to see now until you get there.
Oh.
So we're doing kind of like
Yo,
It's like
can
a
I,
dungeon.
can I roll my thieves scan to see
See through
how
the.
dangerous the area is?
How big is each square?
Let me see you. Oh, okay. So just so you all know, on this one now, and for most of the ones we're gonna do from now on, 1 square is 5 feet.
Thank
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can we do diagonal?
Let me. No.
No.
Okay.
We're gonna only do
Cheating.
across there.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Let me see what thieves' cant is again, real quick.
He posted it in the messages.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Okay, so you're looking for like a kind of like secret message somewhere
Yeah, see if this shit is dangerous.
on anything specifically, or
On the trees.
Yeah. There's not really. It's really. Let me kind of describe it to you actually before. Um, Following the Goblin's Trail, you come across a large cave in a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets to the east. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-handed side of the stream. There's not really any kind of messages or anything like that you find on the trees or anything.
What about the cave?
No messages. Maybe you'd have to probably get a little closer to see if you see anything, but from where you are right now, you don't really see anything.
So can we just go to the cave now?
Yeah, you guys let me know what you guys want to do.
Okay. All right. I feel like we should check the outside perimeter first before he goes to the cave.
Did you want to do that by yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess I'll just do that myself. No one else is gonna do it.
Just kind of move to, I guess, any of the things. Right now, since we're not in combat.
Oh, like spaces don't really matter.
Yeah. You can kind of move pretty much. I guess, however you want. But I'll kind of describe what that would be like depending on what you're moving through, I guess.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Can I cross the? How deep is this river? Can I cross it?
Yeah. So from what you see on the river, it's very slow moving. But it only looks maybe 2 feet deep. It's very shallow. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna cross that.
Okay, so are we coming into this area from like where Phoenix and Valdez are?
Yes.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. So you guys are coming up from the southwest portion of this map.
Okay,
and the cave is this place, right?
Yes, that's where the cave is.
Okay, cool.
And there's really the only place that you can kind of walk on with regards to like it being dry is on the right side of the stream. The left side you'd have to be walking through the stream itself if you entered the cave to that.
Okay.
Okay, so we kind of have to go through the forest anyways.
Okay, so what I want to do is kind of go up this way, maybe up into the brush a little bit.
Okay.
And see if I can kind of check the other side of the cave entrance.
Okay, then
the right side?
Yes, the right side, past the trees where Fyro would be going towards.
Okay. Sure. And Zeke, do you know if you have dark vision? I assume you do, right? You're an elf.
I'm a half elf. I do.
You're
yes,
half elf.
I do have it.
Okay. And actually, just so we get this out of the way now, does anyone not have dark vision?
I do not.
One of us don't. Yeah, I think
No,
it's just this screen.
That's under features and traits, yeah.
Yeah, that would be under features and traits. So this
I don't
this
have
cave
dark
is
vision.
going to be. Usually, I probably wouldn't tell you this, but just so that we know moving forward, it's probably going to be dark. If you have dark vision, that's not really an issue. But if you don't, then usually it's good to have some kind of source of light or something to kind of allow you to see, unless you're kind of going
I have
off the word of your
torches.
friends. Okay, yeah, you can.
Yeah, I
light
was
the
gonna
torch
say,
if you
if anything,
And I have fire bolts that go 160 meters.
So you're just
want
gonna
to.
shoot to see.
just like bounce them around the cave walls.
Yeah, it'll be like
Right.
Pong.
Okay, so let me.
No, I use the fire bolts that light the torches, of course.
Okay, so Zeke, you're able to see a little bit more into the entrance of the cave. Maybe about that much, not a whole bunch right now from where you're at. Line of sight.
Okay, gotcha.
Fira, were you doing anything specific now that you crossed, or you kind of chilling?
I'm just looking at like the outside of the forest right now, trying to like see like peer in a bit.
So where you're at right now, it's really like dense thickets again. So it's really hard to kind of see through it. And if you wanted to cross it, you could, but it's going to you'll be very slow moving, and you kind of have to cut through it with your scimitar, only because of how thick it is.
Can I walk this way to like the stream side? Like
yeah, you can kind of just stay on the bank. If you want to avoid the stream, you can do that.
Then I'll just do that and like go through in that sense and look around.
Yeah, and anyone else doing anything else, or are you guys just chilling?
Y'all gonna just sit in the back?
I'm gonna need one of y'all.
I'm going with you.
I'm gonna need one of y'all to come up my way. Probably.
I'm going with Zach.
I feel like everybody else is gonna end up crossing closer to the door, or the entrance.
Zach, you have a bow, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're a ranger. Yeah. All right, then at least if anything's on like my right, then you can shoot it. All right, I'm gonna keep going through like this coast or whatever.
I'll be
Basically,
like
the way we'll work, and this
here.
is kind of a work in progress, but the way this will work with like I guess like the fog of war type thing is once you guys get maybe to the edge of something, I can kind of try to open something up a little bit, or if you want to proceed through past what you're able to see right now, then I'll able to show you a little bit more of what that looks like.
Oh, okay, all right. Then I think
No,
everyone
base it off
should
the line
kinda,
of
like, get
sight. We're not
close to
doing
the
that
edge.
casual shit.
Yeah, no, I mean as long as if you have line of sight, then I can open it more, but only up to a certain distance, right?
Okay.
All right, then I think everyone should probably get like sort of like where Zeke is or where I'm at, so we can, if anything comes up, we can react to it relatively well and be in space or in range.
I'm gonna be slightly behind, and I want to run an investigation check.
Okay. Where do you investigate?
What are you investigating? Sorry.
I have no idea, just anything. See what's going. See what's going on.
Okay. I mean, you don't really notice all that
Yo,
much.
Will, thanks for the host, man.
You're a little, I guess maybe you're a little curious
DnD
about the gap
night's getting lit.
in the brush where Fira and Vermore are, but that's about it.
All right. Then I'm gonna go. Who's
whenever
all
you
the way
have
in
a
the back? I
chance,
feel like
we need to talk
go
about
too,
you being in our D&D,
so you're not like
D&D
totally
session.
disengaged.
Yeah, Sarah's
On
wanting to
this
do another one.
Yeah, we fucking token.
No.
Yes.
I don't know what to do.
We were talking to chat and stream. I'm sorry.
You good? Anyways, I'm like at the edge of this fog of war thing. So can I see any more?
Okay, yeah, so from where you are right now, on the east side of the stream, flowing from the cave mouth, a small area in the briar thickets have been hollowed out to farm a lookout post for blind. Wooden planks flatten out the briars and provide room for guards to lie hidden and watch the area, including a pair of goblins lurking there right now.
Oh dang.
So
okay.
Hold up.
So
What's the
Okay.
What's the time of day looking like right now?
So you guys left pretty early in the day, so I would say maybe 10, 11 a.m.
Okay.
So can these goblins see me?
No, right now they're supposed to be on the lookout for anybody crossing through the stream, but these goblins are a little lazy and they're kind of slacking off on the job right now.
All right, so they're like
So
stormtroopers.
they haven't noticed you right now.
So
No, like the grunts that are sleeping.
Do we get to like surprise motherfucker them?
Walk up and back whack them.
Let's jump these fools.
You can definitely surprise them. I choose to kind of approach them using stealth. You'd have to make a stealth roll.
Okay.
Yo, Epic,
I'm
this
gonna
is
do a
all
stealth
you,
check.
dude.
What's up?
You should have nice stealth.
I'm also very
Yeah,
stealthy.
me.
Yeah, boys, hit them with it.
You guys, I guess, do this tactically however you want to do. Let me know.
Am I rolling?
Okay, are we in battle? First of all, are we technically in battle?
So I haven't rolled initiative quite yet, but we probably will be very soon.
Okay.
We're sneaking up
But
on them.
should just prep and like go for an attack and then
Assuming depending on what you guys choose to do. Just because if there's any chance that you guys just choose not to attack them, you can. But I'm assuming you are.
Okay.
Does sound matter? Like if we do anything too loud, will people potentially around us hear?
Yes, that would definitely play a role if you guys decide to.
Okay. Does firebolt do sound?
I'm not burning down the forest.
You would have to
Just
shoot
yet.
through the trees. You'd roll at a disadvantage.
All right.
Let me
So
stop.
we
Let me
don't
go for a
We
stealth
don't want to
attack.
be sneaky. We could just like walk up and kill them, too.
No, I mean I agree we should, but like I feel like we should have some backup in case somehow we don't get a good
Guys,
roll.
I'm not burning down the entire forest just yet.
Hey, bro, come on. All right. I think
If it comes to that, so if it comes to it, I'll burn down the forest, but I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I think me and Alvin need to roll up on them.
But I'm down to jump him. I'm down to jump.
Epic's
This
not even
fool's-
moving.
No, we
guy.
gotta let the sneaky people do it, Zoo.
Where's Epic at?
Epic needs to move his character up, then they gotta roll for stealth?
Yeah, you would have to move up and then make a stealth roll. Whoever's, just let me know who's doing it. I'm guessing it's Alvin and Zeke.
Yeah.
Okay, the two of you make stealth rolls.
I got 15.
Okay.
Alvin got 22.
Okay,
Bro.
so you guys are both completely basically hidden in the shadows right now.
Pulling out my dagger.
Okay.
Pulling out my short sword.
They're about to slit some
Okay.
freaking throats.
Does that, do either of you kind of want to attack a specific goblin, or what's the plan here?
Let me go for the one that's
Why don't you
closest to us, since
Why don't you
since I.
snipe the one that's further away, since you have a bow?
Well, that's true. I could. I'm trying not to wake them up.
I'm going for the one closest with my short sword.
They're just slacking off. They're not asleep.
Okay. I'll shoot. You're right.
Okay, so let's
And
go
he
ahead and make
shoots his
an
dagger.
initiative roll. Let's go ahead, everyone make an initiative roll, and this is how this is gonna work. Because of the fact that you guys are completely stealth and you guys have the surprise on them, despite what your initiative bonuses come out to be, Zeke and Alvin, I'll let your attacks happen first, and then following that, you guys will fall into the initiative order that you should be if the fight
Okay.
goes long. Does that make sense?
What's the
Roll for
initiative?
It's a D20.
You roll a d20 and then add the initiative from the character sheet, or you can probably roll it from the character sheet.
Okay,
Where is it on the character sheet?
Top
there-
middle next.
Oh,
to
there
the
it is.
class.
So this usually gets really disorganized. So what I'm gonna do is just go one by one, asking you what you got.
No, you can see
You
it in
can just
chat.
look at the chat.
Oh yeah. Oh perfect. Actually.
It told me that it didn't show you.
Zero
for some reason.
twice.
I got
My
a 20.
bad.
I
You
saw,
got
I
a
saw
20.
It was a 20.
Kaz trying to cheat and getting worse results.
Shaking my head.
It was an accident. I'm on the trackpad.
I'll take that. I'll take the second one. That's fine. I mean the first one.
Okay, alright.
Just from now on, if Kaz rolls twice, pick the worst
Bro,
one.
this trackpad sucks.
You're gonna not see Zeke's and Phoenix in the
That's
chat
fine.
because
Yeah.
we're rolling
So
physical.
Zeke, what was yours?
10.
Okay. And Phoenix.
7.
Okay. So I'll give you. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the list. Well, actually, I don't know if that's too much information. I'm gonna hold up on that actually. But before we start from there, Zeke and Alvin get to make their attacks. So Zeke, you're gonna shoot an arrow.
Yeah, at the faraway one.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a d20 to see if it hits. So you add that, and then you add, I think, your dex and your proficiency bonus.
You're on the top.
Okay. So my dex is my dexterity mod, the 2, right?
Yeah, the 2, and
And
the
then the
plus 2 from your.
the proficiency bonus, so it would be 13.
Okay, so you actually roll with advantage because you're in stealth right now. So do another roll, and that's gonna be the same thing for you.
Do another
Wait,
roll.
where's my character?
Your character's right by Fira.
Well, the second roll was 19.
Oh, okay, perfect. So
What's
you
rolling
draw
with
your bow.
You
advantage?
get to
Is that
reroll.
just
Rolling
rolling
with
twice?
advantage means you roll two d20.
Okay.
So you roll and it roll
And you're shooting with your
Roll your-
longbow, so that'd be a d8. Roll for your damage.
Oof.
Oh no, that oof didn't sound good.
Is there a modifier for damage?
yeah, there should be. You should be adding.
It's not on yours.
You should be adding your proficiency bonus, because you're proficient with bows. And it should be 1d8. What's your dexterity bonus? Is it +2?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
+2.
So we
I
got a
think you
total
add
of
both.
4.
So add a 4 to whatever you roll.
Okay, so it's a 6 then.
Okay, so you pull the bowstring and you release, and it hits him right in the chest. And he's just completely caught unaware of the thing, and he's gravely wounded by it. So he's not dead though, but that really took him out.
Okay. An epic, I think, right?
Yeah. So
I'm
epic.
attack
What were
the
you gonna
close
do?
one with my short sword.
Okay, so go ahead and make two rolls. You're gonna roll with advantage, and add your dex. I guess your dex bonus is that? Or are you using
It
your?
did everything. You can hover over it to see what it
Oh.
rolled.
But did you roll again?
You have to roll
'Cause
twice.
you're rolling with advantage, and we're taking the highest one.
Oh.
Ooh.
And this is because you're stealth and you kind of did something tactical. And so I'll let you. When I see that, I'll let you roll with advantage. There's certain situations in which I might make you roll
Oh.
with
The
disadvantage.
boy got a nat 20, dude.
Oh, he's gonna get
So that's gonna hit. So roll your damage die.
Cut through time with that.
What's this man gonna do? Like 360, like swing at this fool?
No, you
Okay,
gotta
so
roll.
this
Good
guy's
360
completely.
no scope.
Oh, is that it?
He rolled a d20 for damage.
Oh
He
no,
didn't
yeah,
roll-
not that one.
You gotta roll whatever it says on the right of.
What's your weapon?
I
longsword.
did.
You click your
1d6
weapon.
plus 3 piercing.
You rolled a 20.
It's a 20. Yeah.
You roll. Yeah, it rolls the for the attack. You have to roll the d6 manually.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so 3 plus your proficiency bonus and your dexterity bonus. That's 7, right?
2 plus. What's dexterity bonus?
That's like
Left side, second one.
3? The bold number, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, 5 plus 3.
and then plus your proficiency, which is
No,
to the
that was
top right.
proficient. That was adding proficiency.
So
It's
your
all
total is
together.
what, 8?
Yeah.
Okay, so you come up sneaking up on the first goblin, and he has no idea you're there still, because I guess the arrow from Zeke was still flying through when you did this, and you stab him right in the back. It comes out his chest, killing him.
Oh, you're sick.
Damn.
So,
Alright.
how did
So we
I
have
add the
one
little
down.
X's again? I wish I remember.
You
You
click
click
on
the
them,
guy.
and then you do the little marker thing against the
I'm
bottom.
looking at it, but
Yeah, it's the bottom.
Roll 20 is a group effort. I love it.
oh shit, did my shit lock up? Oh no. Oh, I know why. It's because I'm on. There we go. Okay, so this guy's dead.
Alright.
So now we start at the top of the initiative order, starting with Burmore.
All right, you said each square is 5.
Each square is 5, but just so you know, the
bushes are like thick.
the brushes are difficult terrain, which means you
Okay.
move whenever you're in difficult terrain, you move at half speed. So
Okay.
just half of whatever your speed is.
All right, so I'm gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 25. And then I'm gonna attack the goblin with my longsword.
You counted for half speed? Okay.
Yeah, so it's through the trees would have been 10 plus
Yeah.
15 is 30.
Okay. And what are you
25.
hitting him with?
My longsword.
Okay. Roll for the attack.
18.
Hey, you're sick.
Okay. That roll damage.
Let's see, D8. So 5 plus strength and proficiency, right?
Yeah.
10.
He
Okay.
dead.
So you
He's freaking
you
dead.
bring your long sword down on him and just cleave him right in the shoulder, finishing him off, and he's dead. So you guys take these two out. Pretty
Good
quick.
stuff, gamers.
We're efficient.
Alright,
Does that end
and we're still
initiative?
having to go through the cave, right?
That ends initiative.
Okay.
So we have a few options here before we move any further. We're going to be, I imagine, going into combat scenarios pretty frequently. So we can run this one of two ways. I can keep the initiative order you all have right now throughout the entire encounter, which would save time. But if you guys wanted to do new initiatives every time you were going into a new combat encounter, you could. It would just take more time. But it's either up to you guys. I really don't care.
I think the initiative I rolled now is fitting for my character, so I'm willing to do this.
What'd you get?
He got
So
4.
could you just tell us what the current order would be?
Yeah, so obviously not accounting for whatever the monsters roll in initiative, this is the order. It's Burmore, Elvin, Zoo, Zeke, Phoenix, and then Valdez.
I guess that makes sense.
I think it makes sense for us strategy-wise. So I'm fine with this. I'm fine to keep rolling or keep this initiative for the other encounters.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else wants to switch. Personally, I don't care.
No, I think it's fine.
That all
I'm
sounds
with
fun.
it.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's for it. And we'll see how this goes, and if you guys end up not liking it, then we can go to another style in a different situation. Okay. So, what do y'all do?
Should we like search their like little area for like stuff?
Yeah, I want to loot them.
I'm checking loot.
Yeah.
I'm checking loot on that fool.
So, you guys don't find anything on these. They're scouts, obviously, and any potential loot that there might be would probably likely be in that cave. Moving on, and not so much out here in the scouting area.
Right. Okay.
I will grab my arrow back.
Okay.
And I think that's kind of it. I feel like we should just go to the cave at this point, unless we're not able. What is this? I guess is that the cave?
Yeah, this is
Crazy.
just kind of a giant
Oh, that is
wall.
okay. I guess we'll go to the cave. I'll go to the cave at least.
Yeah, always kind of let me
Yeah.
know like who's leading, who's.
I'll
okay,
be
cool. I
I'll
should
be
probably
behind.
not be leading.
I shouldn't be in the front just 'cause I'm at 4 HP, dude.
Yeah, you're weak right now, so you should
We're
be
the
like,
only melee people, dude.
Really?
I mean, Epic, but he's a rogue, dude. He sneaks.
But I got a staff. I can whack him.
Sarah,
Alright,
stop
that's
trying to
what
whack
I'm
people with the
like,
staff.
Hey man, that what was that Ivy whip thing worked out pretty well last time.
Oh yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
that's
she
like
can,
broke
she can
the
just pull him right into us, and we could all just like fucking destroy this guy's.
Okay, I will be in the front.
Okay.
Oak will be behind me.
him, yeah. I'll be like
About-
using him as a shield.
About how far up do you go?
Okay. I'll go to the entrance to the cave.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to like peer through with my dark vision thingy, whatever.
Yeah, that's just always there. You don't even have to.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, then yeah, I'm just checking through. I'm looking a little bit.
And I'll kind of be pulling up. Not where Valdez and Phoenix are, but over towards the right side here.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I
Can
kinda
I
like this
rotate
location,
these?
actually.
I'm gonna move you up just to the edge, Fear. Is that cool?
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like light a torch.
Okay, so
Don't
you're
you have
lighting
dark
it.
vision?
No, I don't
Zach,
have dark vision. Which
when
is
you
weird,
click your
'cause I'm
guy-
drag.
when you click your guy, there's a little blue line that comes off that you can drag that around.
A little
Oh,
blue.
that's
What?
cool. Whenever there's like a box that appears.
Yeah, there's
and,
like a box, and then
there's a
there's a
thing that
line
extends
coming off
out
of the
their
box.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so let me open this up a bit more.
Damn, DM doesn't even know how to run this site.
Listen, man, you guys are literally teaching me how to do shit. Okay. Okay, so just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven stone steps lead up to a small, dank chamber on the east side of the passage.
Dank.
The cave narrows to a steep fissure. I'm guessing there's a few steps here, but you hear some savage snarls and the sounds of rattling chains. Greet your ears. You want to move forward there?
Yeah.
Are there snarls coming from the room to the right?
Yeah, from that room to the right.
Yeah, let's go in there too.
I'm down. All right, let's go.
We go in, or do we want to do
How-
like?
where-
Like
where-
grab
yeah.
stand
Let
at
me
the
know-
entrance for Zoo to
Okay.
check.
Okay.
I'm peeking through.
Yeah,
You'd probably have to move up just right up to the bottom of the steps here.
Oh, okay. One sec. Oh my bad. I didn't even scroll up. That's why.
Sarah's just going in hot now.
I can move. Is it easier if I move you just because I know you're on?
yeah,
No,
you should
yeah,
just move him, dude.
Yeah, just move me if you can. If not, it's cool. I'll do it too. But
Okay. We
But
can
yeah,
just
I'm
move
there.
forward. Okay, so let me describe that in a little bit more.
Okay.
Do this.
Okay.
Shit, we can
the
see.
The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end and is filled with the stench of animals. Savage snarls and the sounds of rattling chains greet your ears, where 3 wolves are chained up just inside the opening. Each
Oh,
wolf's
hell.
chain leads to an iron rod driven into the base of a stalagmite. Another point to make here about this cave, though, is the entire floor is it's all crumbling rock and gravel and rubble, and because of that, it's all difficult terrain. So you guys are moving at half speed the whole time you're in here.
Oh damn. Okay. All right.
Okay, so can I use speak
So
with
these
animals?
wolves, are they aggressive as hell to us? Are they like pissed off at us or something?
Dude, they're wolves. What the fuck
They're
do you-
they're snarling at you.
They're
and
always
chained,
pissed off.
they're snarling at you right now, and they seem kind of like wild. They're obviously wild animals, and but they're chained up to this rock, and the length of the chain comes right up to the edge, like right before you guys. So
Okay.
so they're just out of reach. I was trying to do the little beacon thing, but it's not.
Yeah, I get what you mean though. So like, if we want to enter, they're gonna attack us.
If you guys move any further into the entrance, there's a good chance they'll attack you.
Okay, I think
cool.
can we like attack with our
No,
buddies?
no, wait.
Wait,
okay,
you
okay,
can
my
talk
bad.
to
Jesus freaking
animals,
Christ.
dude.
I can speak with animals.
Oh,
Okay. Is that a cantrip or like a level spell?
It's a level 1 spell.
Okay. So you want to go ahead and cast that?
Yeah.
Can you post that? There you go. Okay, perfect. So you go ahead and cast that. Speak with animals. Is there anything specifically that you kind of say to them?
Probably ask them like, how'd you guys get here?
Okay, so they're obviously not used to somebody speaking to them that's not a wolf, so they're kind of taken aback by that. And they're definitely caught a little bit off guard. So I think at this time I'd like you to go ahead and make a roll, an animal handling check.
Alright, we good.
Oof.
We not good.
Big oof.
Just a
And
Uh,
since you wait,
like
I should say make that roll with advantage because you're actually speaking in their language,
okay.
and not just
How
talking a
much
different
does advantage give me?
No, just
like
re-roll it.
no,
You
you
just
roll,
re-roll.
you re-roll and take if it's a
It's
higher
not.
one, you
It's
take
not going to be worse.
Nat 20!
was it a,
The first one was 2.
and the second one was a 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
W.
the wolves for now are confused, but they stop snarling though they keep they're very fixed look on you. But they seem like if you approach a little closer, they might not immediately attack.
So, I'm probably just gonna like put my hands up in a defensive manner and be like, hey, here's the deal. We don't want to fight you, and it obviously seems like you don't want to be here. So if we let your chains, like, if we break you out, can you not attack any of my party here
And just
and
dip.
just dip?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Make one more animal handling check. With advantage.
There it goes. I'll use. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. First one was 11. Second one was 14. So 14 with my 4 in animal handling makes 18.
Okay. So the wolf in the front, in the middle, kind of does a low whine, and then he kind of bows his head, and then he lies down. And then the other two do the same. So they're I guess they're chilling right now, and they're letting you do. They're hoping that you end up doing what you keep your word.
Yeah, I'm
This is
gonna
the
go
part
up
where we kill him.
and attempt to break the chains, and I give like a cautious look to the rest of the party to be like, don't fuck with these guys. They're not.
Hey, no,
They
I'm
don't
not
want to hurt
messing
us.
with them. They're cool.
Okay. You how are you trying to get rid of the so the way it's set up is there's a chain that leads to like an iron rod into the base of the stalagmite.
No one has like a hammer, do they?
Mm,
Let me see.
Nah.
I got a hand axe, I think.
I don't know what's in the explorer's pack.
Just Google
Has to
it.
be in your character sheet,
just Google.
I think.
No, it's not
Oh
on
wait,
our
no, it
character
doesn't.
sheets.
Never mind.
I mean, you could always, and maybe this isn't Phoenix's thing, but you could always try to pull it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Oh, I'll pull it out. I'm super.
Wait, who has the highest strength?
I have like
That's extremely
What's it?
inappropriate.
I have 4.
I have 3, but I have like super high athletics, which would help, right?
Yeah, you would use athletics, an
Yeah.
athletics roll.
So let me
Okay.
add that shit. I'm
Go
in
ahead.
here.
Okay.
Do it.
Athletics. 18.
Okay, so
Nice.
massive dragonborn pretty easily pulls out the iron rod, and as soon as you do, um,
Don't say
they
it.
kind of get ready to bolt to take off, but they're still
Fuck.
chained to the actual rod, so it's loose, but they're kind of it's kind of difficult for them to just like run off because of the fact that they're all kind of chained to the same rock.
How are they
Alright,
chained around their
so,
neck, or are they
individually?
chained around their paws?
They're chained around the neck.
Where's Alvin?
So
Where's your
That's
sleight of hand to pick these locks on their
That
collars?
was
Yeah.
asleep.
God dang it, Alvin.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna...
I don't know. Could I just like cut the chain? Like
What are you trying to cut it with?
I don't want you
a
cutting that
two-handed-
close to them.
It's a
Yeah,
metal
that's their
chain.
neck.
no, like if they're all connected to the rock, can I like cut through the chain that's like on the rock so like it?
No,
breaks
they're
the-
connected to each other though, aren't they? Or the
So the way it's set up is there's 3, I guess, collars, and those
Okay.
chains are attached. They have chains attached to that, and then the 3 chains kind of join up at the rod. Right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I could like try to cut one near the
So one
rod,
tried,
which
so
isn't
one tried
anywhere
to
near
run
the
and one
wolf.
pulled the other 2.
Wait, no, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea because it's gonna scare them, and one's gonna run, and then they're gonna think I did it, and then they're gonna kill me because I'm at 4 HP.
You're trying to cut the chain at where the rod is. You're saying?
you want me to cut the chain?
Can we?
You got sleight of hand?
yeah.
You
If
try to
Epic's
take
if
them.
Epic's awake, he can probably
Wait.
let him out.
Would I be able to like try to pull the collar off from around them?
Yeah. There's a few different things you can do. Just let me know what you guys decide to do, and I'll
Your
let you know
boys
what
backing
roll you
up
have to
just
make.
in case.
Before they start swinging their weapons frantically, trying to cut them out, I want to try to take an action to pull the chain, like the collar, off
Uh-huh.
of them.
Physically, I guess. with your
Okay.
hand.
So make a sleight of hand check on that.
Oh, jeez.
If only we had a rope, dude.
That doesn't mean he can't still try after.
Yeah.
He's still sleeping outside.
Epic, I'd very much like you to come try to help this. Is that with advantage?
No, it's not.
Probably shouldn't be.
So that's a 9.
Okay, so you try your best, but you can tell as you start to pull on it that it's kind of hurting. It's kind of hurting the wolf, so you kind of stop and unsuccessfully aren't able to pull it off.
What's the collar made out of?
It's iron.
Your boy can break that, dude. Let me at. I'm gonna break their collar with an athletics check.
What?
He's gonna rip it off like he's
Yeah,
Hulk
I'm
Hogan
gonna-
in his
I'm just gonna, like,
t-shirt.
grab it. I'm gonna grab it like sideways and pull it like out to like.
With your hands.
So like
Yes.
grab on one side each and then just like
Like pull it
Like
like away from their neck so like there's no way I'm hurting them and like see if
Okay.
it'll break.
okay, Phoenix would let you do that.
You can go ahead and make an athletics check to do that.
15.
Okay, so using as much strength as you can, it doesn't seem for a while. It doesn't seem like anything's happening, and then suddenly it barely starts to snap, and one of the wolves is finally freed, and he bolts off.
Okay, so I'll just do that for the rest of them.
Okay, so you're gonna have to make
Separate
You're
checks.
gonna have to make a roll for each one.
Nat 20, baby. Can I get 2 for 1?
Yeah, you kind of inspired by the the fact that you surprisingly were able to pull the other one apart. That one just immediately just kind of bends and breaks. And that one bolts.
Oak's
But
opening
you don't get a
his
2 for
jars
1.
up.
You have to make another
2
check.
for 1, dude. Wait a minute. I don't have to free the last one. He can just walk away with the chain now.
You gotta
Yeah,
get
yeah, okay,
no.
you're right. He'll be dragging
All
it.
right, I'll
Yeah.
try.
No,
I'll
I
try.
can't.
But no,
Oh,
all
jeez.
right, I'll try. That didn't work. That didn't work.
So having used all your strength on the collars, you're kind of gassed.
Dude, how high is your athletics, dude?
Let me see.
I've got high athletics, I think.
Yeah.
Hold up.
How do you check athletics?
It's in your skills on the left-hand side. It's the 4th one under Arcana above Deception.
It says 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll one for that.
Okay. Go for
Same thing. Oh, never mind. I rolled a 7.
it. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not able to do that.
Is this
Wait, is that
hurting the
with-
wolf in our attempt?
Is that with your plus whatever for the check?
That is with my plus. Yes, I rolled a 4.
Shit.
Boy, I'm gonna freaking try.
Dude, Alvin, come up here and sleight of hand this shit, dude.
I got
He's
you, bro.
sleeping, bro.
We're waking him up just for this. Dude, 22.
Shit.
You could.
Okay.
We've been waiting.
So Alvin finally walks into the room, and
Just yawns,
Kind of-
stretches.
he kind of shoves you guys aside, and he kind of works on the thing. And just kind of very slowly working it, is able to just very gently pull the wolf's head right out of the collarbone, and he bolts off finally too. And the room is
Out of the collarbone? Excuse
Wait,
me.
hold on.
I'm sorry, the collar. The collar.
He rolled too high. He just
He rolled too high, pulled the wolf skin off.
These wolves bolt out of there, and the room is now empty.
Okay.
All right,
Hey,
but
can I
is
get
it
a,
though?
like-
Somebody check.
All right. What do I roll? Perception or investigation?
I guess it depends on what you want to specifically do.
Dude, the rock or the penis shaped fucking hole in the wall.
Penis shape. What?
Yeah.
It's got a head, dude. What do you want me to call?
Oak
Does
sees
have a
phalluses everywhere.
It's a little crooked,
Dude, it
though.
even has balls down here, dude.
Every single one of these maps has a
That's
penis
not what
in
those
it.
look like.
It's like a
Oh,
Disney
That's
movie
not
up
what
in
that
here.
fucking looks like.
This is a herpes.
That's a hella curved dick.
I guess this. I
guess.
I
You
want to
say that's not
see
normal,
what's
or-
going on in this area.
Which area? Sorry, I wasn't looking.
This entire area.
Okay, so you just kind of want to scan the room then.
Yeah.
Then go ahead and make like a perception check.
Bam. 18.
Okay, so on this side of the room, you don't
What
really.
side?
Sorry,
Which side?
it's hard to do the little beacon here when you guys are all here, I guess. But
Yes,
on
to
the
left,
where you guys are all kind of gathered, you don't
Over
really
here?
notice anything. Yeah, there's anything remarkable. You kind of look and no traps immediately stick out to you. Though the rubble here on the east side of the room does kind of rise up, and it's kind of like a little. You kind of notice a small fissure slash narrow opening.
Yo, who's the smallest person? They should go through that shit.
I'm 5'10".
I'm like 7'2", dude. Like,
Probably me.
Oh, then absolutely not you.
I'm 6'9", dude.
Epic, maybe?
Mm,
Someone gonna do something? I'll go.
I think, yeah, no. Phoenix is 5'6".
Sarah has the word. Phoenix has the word thick in her bio, so I don't think.
No, it's definitely Alvin, dude. He sleeps so much, he doesn't eat enough. He's really skinny.
He can just slip
Yeah,
through cracks. That's why he's a rogue.
Oh my god, there it is.
Hey, yeah, Alvin, you get to this.
He's built like a mouse.
Alvin's dead, dude.
Fucking slips through
happened?
floorboards.
We're trying to get you to go through this little crack right here.
What do I have to roll?
I don't know.
You gotta kind of walk up to it right now.
So I'm gonna walk up to it.
Okay, so when you walk up to it, you kind of look through, and you notice that it's shaped kind of like a natural chimney, and it kind of climbs up maybe 30 feet.
Shit, that's
Um,
something else natural.
It's very narrow, so
Okay.
so it's up to you, I guess. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna crawl into it.
So you want to try to climb?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can, but you're gonna have to make an athletics check.
Alright.
You're sick, dude. You got this.
Rolled a 14, brother.
That's what I was rolling.
Okay, so
What,
just kind of setting your feet and trying to find some grips. You're able to climb up about half speed. What's your speed?
30.
Okay, so you're able to climb up about 15 feet up this chimney. You want to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'd have to make another roll.
Epic.
Hello?
I think he's confused. Wait.
Did you
Oh,
fall
wait.
asleep again?
Nah.
Roll athletics, dog.
Athletic.
Can we make it lore that Alvin is narcoleptic?
19.
Yeah.
I thought it already was.
Okay. So you.
Wait, Alvin's still outside the cave.
Yeah,
He just hasn't-
He just doesn't move his
I
guy.
he hasn't moved them, but I'm assuming in my head that he's up. So you're able to also climb up up to the edge of this thing, and just make it to the edge. So from here, I'm going to. Is this Alvin? No, this is Zeke. Where the hell is
Alvin's
Alvin?
down
Oh,
outside by the
Okay.
goblins.
Okay.
Dog.
So what Alvin? This is the tricky part because what Alvin can see here, none of you all can see, right? So you all can't make decisions based off of that. Only he can, right? Unless he communicates that to you somehow. Just so you all keep in mind.
Okay.
Okay.
A
So
mental snapshot. We can only see what we can see right now.
yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Give us the crawlouts.
So
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, damn.
Alvin kind of climbs up, and what he sees immediately is obviously there's a large fire burning in the middle, and there's two goblins there, and then a very large wolf. But standing there in front of them, clearly in front of him, the first thing that stands out to him is this large humanoid, about 7 feet tall. There's coarse hair that covers most of its body. Its mouth is full of long, sharp fangs, and its nose is much like that of a bear.
You want to throw a rock at him?
He's definitely a lot larger than him, and you also notice the fact that there's some kind of crates and supplies and looted
Ooh.
provisions up on the south end of this cave.
What if we split up and try to go this way?
Yeah, I don't think all of us climbing into a narrow path.
Yeah,
is the
dude.
best
Then
idea.
That's
Epic,
not gonna
like,
work.
Epic can like sneak attack, dude.
Epic can like be lookout and
Yeah, and you can. What
cat
did you say
call
about the
if
crates,
something happens.
Chris?
He just said he notices them off to the south end of the cave. Nothing.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't really say anything too specific about them. Just
Even
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
do notice him, they're not going to be able to see him, or they're not
Yeah.
going to be able to get to him.
And you
Look
can't
how
see
small
he
that
can't
is.
see too much detail about them from where he is right now.
Dude, Epic said he got to go feed the dog. So like, can we just like control him and make him follow us, or can we leave him
Yeah.
here? Like,
No, we can leave him there for
No, I
scouting.
think he should be there anyways. So,
can he
yeah.
like? What is he
Go.
able to like crawl through that to like get into that room?
So he's already at the top, like he's at the landing.
Yeah, so-
I'm just assuming he's kind of crouched right now and he hasn't moved.
Are-
Otherwise, I
Are
would
they
have to
able
make
to
him
crawl? Are they able to crawl through?
down here
Nah,
to
they're
where
way
he
too
is.
big, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be able to fit.
No, like would the enemies be able to get? In?
Yeah, they'd be able to fit just barely. The goblins for sure, pretty easily. And the bugbear, because that's what it is, would be able to, but he would just have to squeeze through. Though I'd have to also take into account some strength checks for them because it's a 30-foot drop.
Okay.
Alright,
Boys,
I think we
I
should
say,
go around.
nah, I say Alvin like gets their attention because like they can only come through one at a time.
We
We
just
just
bow
kill
and
them.
arrow their asses.
That's true.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
just
like
kill
that
'em.
idea.
But there's provisions.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh, my firebolt doesn't pierce.
We should have convinced the wolves to fight with us.
Ooh.
Will you fight with us?
Does my acid splash leave area of effect?
I believe it does.
Yeah, do it. Like, just
It
throw
would- it would-
acid there.
It would probably say on there what the area of effect is,
I don't know what happens if I click it.
or like
No,
most
if
of the
you
things.
if you click on like the right side, there's usually like a gear or something that'll tell you what it
Yeah.
actually does.
The 60 feet. Oh, okay. Do you
I
see
don't
it?
think it does do
Yeah, it
area of
seems like
effect.
it's just like a range attack, but not so much area of effect.
That would have been such a perfect thing.
But
Do a crossbow.
didn't your fireball like do splash damage if there was somebody just adjacent to them? Am I right about that?
Yes. Yeah, it does it within 1 square.
Okay.
Up to 2 creatures within 5 feet.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's hard for you all to see, but there is. So there's next to this bugbear, just north of them, there's a wolf.
You cut
Yeah,
out.
but we don't know. We don't
You
know
said
it's
there's
allegiance.
there's a wolf right here.
Oh
So
yeah,
wait-
that kind of does blend in.
Wait,
We
so
can't be
my-
sure if it's allegiance. Is it chained up?
Hold on.
It's not. Well, you guys can't know this. Alvin.
Yeah,
only,
but we have to control him because he's gone.
Okay, so I'm assuming you guys. But
He can
how is
tell
he?
us.
But how is he relaying this to you? It's like a 30-foot chimney.
Yeah, but
if he yells,
we're making
It's a cave.
decision.
It echoes.
We're making
I
a
have a DM
decision for
question.
Alvin right
no,
now.
I know, but I'm saying if he yells in it and it echoes to you.
He doesn't yell. He comes back to tell us.
How's he gonna?
Okay,
yeah,
so
can't
he
yell.
went back down. That's all I'm asking.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, no, 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 no,
I
no,
have
no,
a
no,
DM
no.
question.
Don't say that,
No.
dude. You have to pass those athletic checks again. He's still up there.
Adamar.
Adamar.
Yes.
Answer
What's
Cricket's
up? What's up,
question.
sir?
Okay, so speak with animals lasts for 10 minutes. Like
Uh-huh.
that spell lasts for an ungodly amount of time. So
Yeah.
how long has passed in this
I would
situation?
say. I would say probably maybe 6-7 minutes, just based on how long it took you all to kind of get those collars off of them.
Okay. All right,
I
then,
say
okay.
Time's a little fluid here, and it's a little wonky, so I kind of try to play with it, but I tried to err on the side of you guys with it.
Time isn't real.
I say we have Alvin throw a rock and get their attention.
No,
I
let's just
don't.
freaking
No, let's.
pull out
Well,
and
one
go
wait.
around.
Because
Yeah,
we don't know what's
let's
going
go
on
for it.
yet. Why would he act like that?
We're at a strategic advantage. And Alvin trolls us all the
Yeah.
time, so it's in character.
Actually, it is in character for him to just throw some shit at him. I actually agree with that.
I will say, and this is, you guys can do with this information whatever you guys want. But if you guys are worried about a strategic advantage, at least I think you guys are already at the strategic advantage of knowing what's in this. Just having that information, I think, could be useful based on how the rest of the area progresses, right? So, I mean, I think you guys have gotten somewhat of advantage just having gained that information. But you guys can do whatever the hell you want.
Oh, Epic's
Right
here.
now, Epic can make his own decision if he wants to throw that rock or not, dude.
Throw the rock at what?
So
Okay,
we
so
were
let me explain
trying
this. Let me explain
Hold
the
on.
situation.
Before
yeah.
any rocks are thrown, if we're gonna have any action over here, we should probably have people defending here.
Okay, so let me
Just
explain
in
the
case.
situation to Alvin. So Alvin is the only one that can see what's going on in this room, Epic. You've climbed up to this landing. You've seen these two goblins. You see a bugbear and a wolf standing next to this large fire. So you see these people in the room. You've climbed up 30 feet. Everyone else is behind you to the west, across this narrow thing. So if you needed assistance or anything, they'd all have to make the same strength checks you did to get up there. But it's up to you how you want to proceed in this regard.
And what's this thing? Is this a monkey?
It's a bugbear. You guys can Google it if you want to see what that looks like.
And they're fighting the goblins?
No, they're all just chilling.
He's allied with the goblins.
Can I stealth it? Can I try to stealth into this corner up top, right here?
You can try. You can make it a stealth check.
There is a dog right there, though.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a dog.
Let me see some stats on these monsters.
Where's this
Oh,
dog?
it's a bugbear.
Alvin's about to get us all killed.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Stealth. Where is stealth?
It's the second one from the bottom.
Stealth. Where is stealth?
Okay. So
Bugbears.
as you kind of try to walk past you start walking your way crouching to the north part of the room, and as you do that, the wolf's head kind of perks up, and he starts sniffing around, looking for something.
This is where we die.
Roll for shower.
What are you doing?
Roll for smash player.
At this time, the bugbear turns to look at his wolf and he says, "What is it, Ripper? What do you smell?"
Damn, this thing's name's Ripper, dude. We need to
his
bail.
name's Ripper.
I ate that meat. What do I have on my character? Let me see.
The
Epic,
wolf
you're on a
Ripper.
time schedule,
The wolf
dude.
Ripper puts his nose to the floor and he starts kind of following along a little bit of small trail, kind of moving in your direction, but he hasn't seen you yet. What are you doing?
Epic,
Let's see what I have on my character.
Dude, you're on a timetable.
So if the dog has a name, then he's a pet. So I can't talk him out of.
Yeah, which means he's not
Which
neutral.
You guys got to get up there first.
I'll
though.
have to feel bad about my poisons for that.
Well,
No.
about getting up there, we don't know that there's anything up there.
Yeah, because you haven't told us. So we're just like, yo, where's Alvin right now?
Yeah. Where'd he
Well,
go?
they know that
Just
you guys know
vanished.
that he went up there, but you have no.
Yeah, but we're like, why?
Can I try to signal them? Signal my party?
So
No.
this chimney is 30 feet down. So the only way you'd be able to probably pass that along is maybe shouting something, and that would be loud. So that would get their attention.
Bro.
Save that for a last resort.
Unless you find something creative on your character sheet that I don't know about, that would be allow you to pass a message in a safer way.
Roll
But-
for carrier pigeon.
Oh, can I drop this heavy rope? It says I have a rope. Can I drop it down the?
Why can't Zach's big ass ears pick up a whisper, dude?
Can I drop the rope down?
You can drop the rope down, but the wolf is already kind of looking for you. So
Zeke has
That's gonna
pointy
take
ears, but they are normal sized.
you can tack the rope down. That's going to take some time, and the wolf will likely find you while you're doing that.
I would
so you
just
know.
disengage. Like, get out of there, dude.
Just drop down, dude.
I'm gonna drop down.
Okay, so you haul ass as the wolf starts to see that you're running actually, and he starts
Oh,
chasing
God.
after you. The bugbear. I was trying to reveal something. The bugbear turns around and immediately says, he's kind of confused, and then he says, he kind of yells at Ripper to kind of attack you. So you're hauling ass, and I'm assuming you're trying to get down this fissure pretty quickly, right?
Right.
Okay, so go ahead and make an acrobatics check with this. Actually, no, just go ahead and make an acrobatic check.
Oh, bro, we almost had disadvantage.
I almost did.
9.
Epic sweating. Sweating.
So you jump down and you try to grab a hold so that you can quickly climb down, but your foot misses the hold and you slip down. You slip down on the on that thing and you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage per 10 feet fallen, which means you take 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Your boy's dead.
Yo.
Because you're falling 30 feet.
No. Epic, you can roll 3 at once. Just highlight the 3 next to D6.
Oh no.
Those are not d6s.
So it's 8 damage.
Look at the.
I have no words.
You took 12, dude.
I'm
You
dead.
took 12 damage. What does that put you at exactly?
He's dead.
-4.
Okay, so you fall unconscious. You're unconscious right now on the floor.
So I put my hit points at -12
And
or -4.
and you hear this like yeah, put it at -4 for it. Or you can put it at 0, honestly. You hear this loud shout through the top of the chimney. All of you guys hear this, and it's somebody says it just says it says intruders, bring them to Clark.
Oh, God.
And
Oh my
that's
God.
and that's what you guys hear right now.
Holy shit. God.
Alright,
Okay,
so somebody's got to get Epic up, but then the rest of us got to play defense.
in a
Someone's got to
probably-
protect us from the wolf.
All right, who's gonna watch over there?
Bro, I feel like
Cause I feel I can watch I feel I can watch this area just fine with
Yeah.
fireballs.
I think well you got
So-
fireboard. These guys already
so-
know. You
so-
can shoot that thing if you need to.
So, Fear, you take like the point. I'll be behind you since like I'm super fucking weak right now. I got to attack somebody so I can heal.
Okay, and just so that we're, I guess this is the first time someone's dealt with unconsciousness. He's unconscious.
But he's not
He
dead.
can be brought back up with healing. He's not dead, but if he goes through for an extended period of time without receiving any kind of help, he could likely die. So
Okay.
you don't necessarily have to have healing spells to help somebody.
But if he's
you could-
unconscious, I can't like stuff good berries in his mouth.
nope. You
And
can
for
just.
Can't I
Massage his
just like
throat.
slap him, dude? Be like, wake the fuck up.
So here's what you actually. Yeah, here's what the only thing you could do is stabilize somebody. Anybody could do this using a medicine roll, which I believe you should all have, right? Is that right?
I don't
Yes.
think I have that.
And that would bring him up to a one HP, but you would have to make the roll.
I'm gonna make that roll.
Okay.
What's
so,
your medicine?
So 13
Okay, so you're
plus
able
the
to
4.
kind of use. Okay. Oh, okay. So 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
perfect.
nice.
So you're able to kind of stabilize him a little bit. You kind of help him. You give him a splint because he kind of. You're not sure if he broke his leg or not, but it doesn't look good. But it brings him up just enough to 1 health. So he's pretty beaten and bruised, but he can barely kind of get around with you all. Though he's very squishy right now.
Okay, so he's not going to be doing anything really combat-wise. He's going to have to stay in the back.
You're gonna want to play it a little safe, but yeah.
Yeah. So Epic can basically sit.
I mean, I
and...
can cast
what's up?
Goodberry and give him health back.
Oh right. Okay.
Okay,
And does that give the health back instantly, or is it like time?
It's instantly, right? How much?
Yeah,
how
it's
much?
instant.
How much health is that?
It's 1 health per Goodberry, and I get
Okay.
10. Here, I'll just post it on the
And
thing.
do you have enough? That would use your last spell
That
slot.
would just use my last spell.
Okay,
But
so
I
you
could
wouldn't have
keep
any more
whatever
spells
I
for the
don't give
rest of
him
it.
to.
You can what?
I can keep whatever Goodberries I don't give him for later.
Okay. Yeah. So
Your
if
boy's
that's
at 4 HP.
if that's what you want to do, you can.
Okay.
But it goes up to 10 berries. Yeah. So I know Burmore just mentioned he's at 4 HP. So if you want to split those good berries, you can, or if you want to just give them all to Alvin, how do you want to do this?
So my character doesn't like dragons, so he's
Yeah,
on
but I
his own.
saved your wolves. I saved your wolves.
You were being racist.
I did that.
In this situation, we're being racist.
I saved those lives. Me.
Zoo's mind is like broken right now.
No, Zoo can't handle it because it's too real, dude.
Like,
Okay.
there's a
Epic,
wolf
how
coming
many
He's
down
like,
on
not in my
us.
health
game.
do you have? Like, how many HP? Like,
Who,
total.
me?
No, Epic.
Or Epic?
So
He's Epic's at 1.
I
No,
thought
no,
it was
no.
at 0.
What's his max?
What's
Yeah.
your
What's your max HP? Okay.
8 is?
Yeah, he's at 1 because you stabilized him with the
So
medicine.
7 would heal
Okay.
him fully.
Yeah, he would need 7 to go to full health.
I'm gonna give him 5.
Alright.
Okay, so that's gonna put you at 6 HP, Epic.
Alright, that's like functionable. This man can do stuff.
Yeah. And then,
So is he
Oak,
like
what's your
able? Is
max?
he nimble now?
My max is 12 and I'm at 4.
Man, you lost a lot of health.
Yo, I was ninja running through trees.
Yeah, man, having some HP would have been good if some idiot hadn't decided to jump in next to Ranch.
I made one joke.
I like
and
how
this man
Zoo's judging me for going with this thing, dude.
'Cause
Okay,
I'm not
Phoenix
a
is gonna, like,
dumbass.
begrudgingly give you the other 5 good berries and
Yeah,
be
you
like,
you don't even
don't
look
be
at
an
it, you
idiot.
stop it.
Like,
It's a
stop
good thing that she
being
did
an
that because
idiot.
I was gonna go out there and kill those wolves if she didn't.
Those guys are gone, dude. They're on
Nah,
the
they're
thing, but they're
chilling. What are you
no,
talking
they're on the
about?
thing, but they're gone. They're long gone.
Nah,
You're
they were
at-
waiting for their homie Ripper, dude.
They didn't give a shit about Ripper. You're at so you're at 9 HP, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys have healed up a little bit.
No, definitely functional.
You've
Yeah.
kind of alerted some folks
Folks.
to your presence.
No, Zoo, we're about to have to phalanx this shit, dude. You got a shield?
No.
Why, you trash. Your character has a shield on his picture.
All right, Mr. Ninja Run, fall off your ass. Anyways, is this corridor that's like here? Is this mad narrow?
I wouldn't put it.
You guys probably all wouldn't fit across it like wide.
Okay.
Maybe like
How are
Are you
the
saying if you're
walls
trying
and the
to stay
ceiling?
dry or like if you
Well, like, okay, so
the stream?
I guess. Oh wait, no, my bad. I'm thinking of this. I mean,
Is it cold out?
like no, not the.
The
So where
stream
are
is
these walls
cold,
coming
but
from?
it's manageable.
Okay, and then what about this thing? Is it like
That doesn't.
narrow
Here,
as well?
I'll show you.
Okay.
It does. It doesn't lead to anything. It's just the wall.
Oh, what the hell? Okay, all right.
He's out here trying to solve puzzles.
I didn't. I'm not like always like realizing what you guys can see because I can see everything. So
Alright,
we
alright.
got set up like defensive stations.
So
Yeah.
bro, I have an idea. Does anyone have a straw?
A straw?
I'm
We're
trying
gonna
to
draw
hide
straws.
under the river, and then when they come
Oh
out,
my fucking god.
How deep is this river?
2
We
feet.
walked through it.
It's
Yeah.
freaking 2
Okay,
feet.
so it's 2 feet. So I'm just gonna lie flat, and I'm gonna get a straw. That's what I'm saying.
You're not flat
wait,
Stanley.
wait, what are you trying to do?
He's gonna drink the entire river.
He wants to scuba under the river. Or yeah,
Oh,
snorkel.
he wants to swim. He wants you guys to be.
I'm in tears. I'm in tears.
I don't think that's gonna work, man. I think Burmore's giant fucking ass is gonna stick out of that river, dude.
What about me? I mean,
You're smaller. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm 5'10",
you'd be
170.
light. Yeah, I think you can probably pull it off.
Alright, let me look for a straw. 1 second.
It's
We
gonna
don't
take
have
some
a
work.
straw, Zoo.
Let me see, dog. I got a big straw.
Let's make one out of an arrow.
We don't have time for that, dude. That's crafting. That takes time.
I got a hempen rope. Oh wait, no, damn, I don't have that.
I'm
doesn't work.
probably
Oh wait, a
full
rope
already.
Oh,
Zoo, just
Wait.
do a survival thing and see how long you can hold your breath for, dude.
you're right.
Dude, I say you just stop.
Alright.
Let's
Roll
just
for survival.
walk through
Yeah,
this
I was gonna say.
like normal fucking people.
That's incredibly difficult for us.
I know.
Yo, you guys have been in the same room for like an hour.
You just have to accept that we're
come on,
going through
let's
this
just
campaign
walk up here.
creatively.
Alright, okay, fine. I'm walking.
They found
I'm walking
one
over.
trap. They ran into one trap, and now they're like, okay, we gotta
Alright,
fucking
walking up
Naruto
here.
on the
Get up here.
trees.
Excuse them for being creative about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Burmore walks out of the room, right, and you
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
onto that little thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's what you see.
Remember, I have a torch. I don't know if that affects stuff.
No, so yeah, you have your torch. You're able to see a little bit. There's an incline as you're walking here. The stream keeps going, and you kind of see some steps start up there in the northeast corner. And it seems like it's a bit of a path. It kind of veers to the right, though you can just barely from where you are see the smallest another opening there on the northwest part of that little corner there.
All right, I wanna throw my torch over here so we can see what's there.
You throw
Roll for
your
throwing?
torch.
Yeah,
It's gonna be right in water.
like
Shoot
right
with my
here.
bow.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and make a strength check, but it shouldn't be too difficult to do.
I want to see this roll fail and it just lands in the water. Then he has to light
20.
another one.
Okay.
11.
Yeah, so you throw the torch up and it lights it up just a bit more, and you see it seems like another opening to another passage here.
All right, now let's do this. This is where you go with your night vision.
Oh hell yeah, I'm going. Well, actually, okay. Alright, I'm going there. Let me go.
Where-
Move my
He's dead right
Where's-
here.
I wanted to put
Where's everyone else right now?
Yeah,
Where my
check
guy
that
is.
out.
Like, what's Alvin doing, dude? He hasn't moved.
Am I still on the floor?
Yeah, no, we brought you back, dude. You're at like 6 HP.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you're really like right here, Alvin.
So can Alvin like actually? Is he like nimble and stuff?
They're also looking for us.
Yeah, I'm shocked that they haven't gotten to us yet.
Fine.
Latimer's taking it easy.
They haven't even tried. Turn up
Yeah,
the difficulty.
There might be things happening in the background that you guys aren't aware of.
Haven't
Oh god.
haven't even been able to fire off a bolt yet.
Yeah, I got a flask of oil. Who's trying to start a fire?
Boys, we need to like.
Oh shit!
We got
Hold up.
Oh, I
Pour
can
the
go
oil
here
on that
and,
choke
like-
point and that'll light it on fire.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
should, but we need the boys to get closer.
Except
so
we
that they're
wait
not,
for
like,
that.
way
We
down
don't do it
there.
right now, but
Which
that'll
like,
be
You
an
guys set
idea.
up?
What?
Can I go pour the oil now?
No, don't
hate
do it
all
now.
of
which
What's up,
choke
Drew?
point? Which choke point?
The
Right
one
here.
where he just came out of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pour oil there and then.
First, we need to get him to fall down. What if I just throw a couple rocks up there?
Dude, I
What
just.
is
Oh no, I'm gonna try to intimidate them.
We should have left him unconscious.
I should-
Yo, I'm gonna try
No,
to
this is gonna
intimidate
be-
the goblins, alright?
No, this is gonna be a sick combo. They won't be able to come through that point.
Sick combo.
Yeah, I think Valdez is, or Citri's talking more about like leave the oil there so you can use it later to prevent it from escaping. Is that what I'm getting?
No, because it might
He wants to light it
evaporate.
on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, it might
I'm
evaporate
gonna
now
try to
though. So
intimidate
you
the
just
goblins,
wait.
alright?
Dude,
Roll for intimidation.
you would have to climb your ass back up there.
I can still shout from here. Right? Adamar?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what you're shouting so
Stealth's
that
already broken.
what?
You might as.
You're shouting to what end? What do you want to do?
To intimidate him to try to get there. Try to get him to jump down.
You have his attention.
Oh, we have his attention. So he's still up there though, right?
You don't know. I mean, actually, he's on that picture there, but assume that he's not. That's just static, right? Like you don't know what's exactly.
I'm gonna try to persuade him to come down. To jump down.
Jesus Christ. We're
Okay.
gonna-
What do you say?
I'm gonna try to persuade him to come down. I'm gonna say, jump down, pussy.
Okay. So you hear this you just hear this angry, like kind of savage, like yell, and he just says something like, hurry, quick. He yells off to the distance, but you're not really sure, I guess, what else this is. He doesn't even. You just hear that, because he yells it so loudly, but he doesn't even come down to kind of look at you.
Okay, I feel like we can assume there's more enemies on screen.
Yeah, so we should all be grouping up right here. So we're
Yeah.
all ready for combat.
I feel like I should go here for like a flank whenever they come through.
So you don't know what's up there. That could be going to a room, dude. You can't flank from a room.
Hold up. Oil floats on water, so what we should do is set an oil fire on the stream.
Oh my god. We're gonna burn this whole place down.
But it'll
It's a
float
cave.
downstream unless you're.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fire.
Then
Then we can escape at the speed of the
You
river.
and I are going here. Fuck it, dude.
Thank you.
Oh wait,
Come
yo,
here.
Citri.
Together, Zoo.
Can I
Move
throw
up
the flask of oil into the air and you can shoot a fireball at it?
here. Zoo, please.
That's
for the love of
splash
God.
damage.
All right,
feel
Adamar,
like
what's
I
up here?
don't- I don't
Okay,
know
you
what
guys
stat.
moved up here.
Hol-
Yeah, we moved up here.
Hold on. What stat would be used if he threw the
Actually,
flask
we
of
should be
oil
peeking.
up into the air and
It would be a
just shot
strength
it?
check, right? Or
No, it
athletics,
would be
maybe?
strength. I don't think it would be either.
Dexterity,
It'd be sleight
probably.
of hand.
All right, what did we learn, Adamar?
Dexterity.
Alright,
Okay.
there's no
I don't think I have good
It seems
dexterity.
like a hill call.
Adamar,
So I
can I
need,
try-
I need to know where exactly
No, I
everyone's
don't.
standing right now. Pick a
I'm right
spot
here.
and tell me where you're staying.
Right there.
I mean, he's saying
Okay.
you can move him if you want, like to where you actually are.
why are you guys being pussies, bro?
I'm in the doorway.
It's stupid, dude.
Here.
Okay, so
No, this is
and
gonna
then,
work.
Alvin, you're staying kind of where you are right now.
Yeah.
Alvin's just really waiting for that guy to jump down.
Okay, so you guys have split up pretty significantly. Just making you all aware of that, right?
Oh, we're aware that they're trolling.
We have
dude.
we have long range support covering both entrances. It's fine.
Okay, so during that time, you hear well, actually, this is more Fira, Burmore, Phoenix, and Zeke hear the passage, a sound, kind of it's kind of a low sound at first, and then it's suddenly a loud sound of rushing water, and the passage is suddenly filled with a mighty roar as a huge surge of rushing water pours down from above. So I'm gonna need everyone who's in the passage, which would be Fira, Burmore, Phoenix, and Zeke, to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw to
Oh,
avoid
damn.
being swept away, because this water is coming rushing down this stream.
Is that a D20?
You roll a d20, yeah, and then add on saving throws. You'll see dexterity. Just add that whatever bonuses.
Okay. 21 for me.
Wait, how do we do this?
You click
You already did it,
Yeah,
on
so
your
we
saving
just
throw. You
click
click
it, yeah.
dexterity.
and then I think Cricket needs to do hers too.
Yeah, I got 19.
Both
Oh,
didn't
damn.
do his.
They could be
Alright,
cheating for all we know, stream.
So wait, where's this water coming?
Straight.
There's
It's
the
coming from the northeast.
yeah. There's a dam right there. Can't you see?
So like, Zoo and I aren't like safe in this little alcove, dude.
no.
I'm assuming you guys were like right at the edge right now. So as this happens, the water comes rushing down, and Burmore. Uh, actually, let's do this. Zeke hears it coming from further away, so he's able to move quickly, just off to the east, out of the way. Phoenix is able to grab onto something. Those steps right there, she's able to kind of use them to kind of hide through. Fira and Burmore are a little bit closer to it, and Burmore is a kind of off a little further off to the west than Fira is, so he jumps just out of the side, but Fira gets caught by the rushing water and gets washed all the way down to the bottom. Damn, I said you got washed. You got
Damn,
washed
Zoo is washed.
He is
We all knew it.
all the
It
way
ain't
down
wrong.
to the thing, and you have an opportunity to kind of grab onto something if you make a strength saving throw.
Okay, so do I just click on strength? I guess on my character sheet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
on
the
the
saving
saving
throw
throw.
area.
Okay, saving throw. Oh, I
Uh,
see. Yeah.
Okay, so as you're getting pushed along, I don't know why I'm not able to do this little beacon thing anymore, man.
You just hold the click.
Oh shit, I've been double clicking the whole
This
fucking
guy's a
time.
fucking
Oh,
idiot.
Okay, so as you're getting washed down this thing, about right here, you grab onto a hold, and the water kind of takes the water is kind of pushing past you, but you're holding on for dear life right there, basically.
all right, all right, all right.
And then maybe after not too long,
Dude, can we stop?
not too long after that, you don't hear anything for a second, and the water stops.
It's a lot of dinking.
Right where that dice landed.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. That's where it landed on my
Alright.
screen. I don't know if that's actually synced up.
Are we getting more info, or is that it?
That's it for now.
All right, dude, bring that fucking ass back up here, dude.
All right, yeah. It's like the water like chill now. Can I,
Yeah, as far as you know, the water's chill now.
As far as you know.
I am going to walk where Bormore is in the hall or whatever,
Sure.
Yeah, we in here now.
and make sure I'm in that like small entrance.
Since
or
he's
whatever.
walking upstream, wouldn't that be half speed?
We're not in
yeah.
combat.
We're not in
I mean,
combat.
you're
though.
not in combat, but yeah.
Eventually.
But yeah, yeah. Okay.
There's going to be combat. Let's be real here.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
there will be.
so there's a few things that we need to account for. Phoenix is pretty far up right now, so she can see things that some of you can't. So here's what she sees.
Can she give us some call notes?
Oh shit, we got a goblin.
So there's a
Goblin.
um, there's a goblin kind of on a bridge, kind of crossing over that little stream. I'm looking for the exact amount of what that is. Okay, so it's an overpass, a bridge that kind of stands. It connects two tunnels that are 20 feet above the stream. And he spots you all instantly, and he shouts out kind of to the back. He says, "Release the second one," and
Oh,
uh,
bro.
another
God damn
flood
it.
comes out. Burmore and Fira. I'm assuming you guys are a little further in now.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't affect you. But Phoenix and Zeke are still in danger. So make a dexterity saving throw, each of you.
Nat 20.
I got a 12.
Oh shit.
You got a 12?
Yeah. With my dexterity, that makes 13.
Okay,
Zeke has
so
since past humanity and is able to walk on water.
yeah, so Zeke is very dexterously somehow
Jesus.
able to kind of, I guess, maybe hug the wall to the right as the stream kind of pushes past him, and he finds a small little alcove where he'd be safe. Phoenix, it gets pushed along, unfortunately, on the stream and has to make a strength saving throw to see if she holds on to anything.
Frick. Strength is not my strong suit.
Uh-oh.
18 with a -1 makes it 17.
Okay, so using your staff, you're able to kind of barely find like a small little groove where you're able to hold on to, and you're able to safely hold on to something and let the flood pass away. So you guys are able to avoid the damage from the flood pretty
I
easily.
got my bow. I'm gonna ice this motherfucker.
This man's gonna
Wait,
snipe.
do you want me to pull him closer first?
I should be able to hit him from here, right?
Yeah, he should be able to shoot
You
him,
want
and then
me
if
to
he
hit him
can't
from
kill
here?
him, you can pull him, and then we can kill him.
I got a bow too.
Yeah, see, we good.
It
Shoot
seems
that
like this
motherfucker,
guy's the
dude.
one who's like
Yeah, this fucker's
calling
dead,
out for
dude.
the dam. So if we kill this
Okay,
fool,
but if we're engaging and it's not like a stealth thing, we're gonna just go into initiative and go from there. Does that sound
Okay.
good?
Okay.
But Val,
Shit.
because there's no surprise going on in this situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So knowing that, Burmore gets the first move.
All right.
If you move up the stream, like Citree mentioned.
If I
it's
move
half speed.
across the stream, is that half?
No.
It's half speed. Oh.
All right.
No.
So. where am
If
I
you
at?
move
I'll
down
be
the stream,
like,
is it double speed?
1,
Oh, dude. This
No,
is
it's
like
not.
those Mario Kart little boosters.
4, 5. All right. What do I want to do?
You tell me.
How high up is this bridge?
20 feet.
20
feet.
feet, yeah.
How high can your boy jump?
Can a white man jump?
I'm not white. I'm a dragon.
My bad.
Can a green dragon jump?
Cause like if I'm like 7 feet tall, like I got like 3 feet long arms almost, so like I only need like
Oh,
a
you
10
want
foot
my
vertical
rope?
leap, dude.
You got a rope?
Nah, you know what? I bought javelins just for this reason, dude. I'm gonna throw a javelin at him.
How many javelins do you have?
I bought 2 of them.
Remember he had like the fucking throne of Game
I-
of Thrones and shit?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Fucking javelin.
Yeah, I want to throw one of my javelins at him. It
Okay.
doesn't say how much damage it would do, so.
It should, but I'll try to
Yeah,
find it.
It
Roll
put
to
it in
hit.
my item list is because I didn't know how to do the attack.
Okay, I'll find it then.
All right, roll for accuracy. With what bonuses? Or no bonuses, right?
You would use that's Vanessa. You can use your strength and your proficiency bonus to add to that.
All right, so I got 9.
Okay. That doesn't hit anyway, so I guess I don't.
Dang, trash.
So you miss.
Goodbye, javelin.
And it goes flying right over him. And you don't really see where it lands.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay. Do you have any other actions?
Nah, that's it.
Okay.
So you're gonna toss a javelin?
That leaves us
With
now
a little Sulkin?
with Alvin, who's way back there.
Alvin.
They don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, they're not.
Probably
Alvin's just gonna move and not be in range to do anything.
And you can use a dash for your action move to move twice. So you can move up to half your speed right now because we're in difficult terrain.
Would
And
Alvin
then,
and Verdes know what's happening?
No, I'm just
I
letting
mean,
them.
I would probably hear the commotion.
I'm just letting them move right now, but they wouldn't be able to know what's happening until they move out of that cave. But I'm assuming they can still walk around. But because everyone's initiative, they're under initiative movement restriction.
Okay.
All right, Alvin.
If that makes sense.
It was like, obviously they didn't want to leave the cave in the first place.
Yo, Citrus still in here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I try throwing? I got 2 of the oils, one of
Oh
the oils
my
into the air.
No, we're not doing that.
No, why are we not doing that yet?
Because we're
Nah.
in combat, dude. Get over here.
It's gonna be the last ditch effort.
Yeah,
that's gonna be our-
that's the
That's
finish.
gonna be our holdout. Yeah, that's gonna be for when we need to
I guess
make an
we're
escape.
we're all in combat, right?
Yeah. So you can move up to half your speed and then up to half your speed again if you want to use your action to dash.
So I can move.
You can
You
move
move-
3 blocks right now.
You move 3 blocks and then another 3 blocks and that would be your turn.
I don't move to here. Can I shoot the guys up there or not?
No, you can't see the room where you are right now. You'd have to leave this cave.
All right, so I'm gonna do. I was right here, or is that right here?
You move
forgot.
3 right there. You move 3 like 1,
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna dash.
and then you get another 3 for your dash.
Yeah.
There. Okay. Then that's your turn. Okay. Now it's Fira's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna get my bow out and snipe this fool, the goblin.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Yeah, let me see.
If it hits.
Do I click on my longbow, I guess?
You just roll a d20, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
gotcha,
just-
okay.
Yeah, you gotta hit
add-
him first.
You add dexterity. Roll a d20. Add dexterity and.
Got
Oh,
nat 20,
shit.
baby.
Okay,
Okay,
so that's gonna hit. Roll your damage.
Damage? How do I forgot how to do this.
So the
Okay,
right
you
side of your bow, it'll tell you what thing to do, but you have to do it manually in the top left corner.
It'll say
okay,
like
longbow.
1d6 maybe or
1d8 plus 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. So roll a d8 and then add 3.
I'm gonna need somebody to end up next to the goblin.
Shouldn't he be adding for proficiency too?
No, because if it just gives that 3, then that must mean that he's not proficient with.
No, because it tells me +3 for all my stuff, and I'm proficient, but that's from my strength is where I get the +3.
I need to honestly, I just haven't wanted to spend time to look for it, but I need to make a rules check because I'm not sure if you add proficiency to damage, and if you only add it to see if it hit. So
well,
All right.
if it says let's for now just add the +3s. I know that we've been kind of inconsistent, and then I'll
Well,
check later.
On the spreadsheet, it does say 1d8 plus 2 for me, and 1 8. I'm sure it says +3
Yeah,
for
that's what I'm
Zoo.
saying. That +2 is coming from your dexterity, though, right?
See, I don't know. It doesn't really say anything
I think it is.
Yeah, but
implying that.
you have 2 dexterity, right?
Yeah, that's true. My proficiency bonus is also 2, though.
Mine says 1d8 plus 3, and my strength is 3, but my proficiency bonus is 2, so it's from the stat.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
Okay.
firebolt says
I don't think you
1d10.
can.
Hold on, my firebolt says 1d10 plus 4. My only 4s are religion, persuasion, and arcana.
Yeah, but what's your charisma?
2.
Oh, what the fuck?
My saving throw is 4 though for charisma.
Interesting.
So I think that's a completely separate thing.
Okay. I want to err on the side of not letting you guys do a too ridiculous amount of damage. So, let's not add proficiency bonuses for now. And if I turn out to be wrong about that, then I'll let you guys know and we'll fix it.
All right.
We're
Okay.
gonna
Yeah,
go
sounds
back
good,
and
that's fine.
replay every single
you
battle
rolled a
with
6.
And then we'll replay the last 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Did you do
already have our
6,
decision making done.
6 plus
and then
what?
+3, right?
6 plus 3, yeah, whatever it says for piercing.
Just 9.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, +3, yeah, 9.
Yeah. So you pull the arrow and you shoot him right in between the eyes, and he drops dead.
I'm sick.
Bodied.
That's why
My
see.
pistol's
That's why I
nice.
feel like you don't add your proficiency bonus because you guys are already doing good damage with that.
Yeah, but they're goblins. They're nothing.
They are goblins, yeah. But still, I mean, you guys are just
Wait
as
until the
squishy as they
bugbear.
are.
That bugbear is gonna
Anyways.
be sweaty.
That falls down.
Okay.
That means we can now traverse like the stupid stream because they can't control the damage from what I can tell.
Is it out of initiative?
Yeah, you don't see anything. You guys are out of initiative.
Okay.
I'm not being the fucking first line when these guys try to come through.
Okay, Oak and Zoo, do you want to like check out that?
Yeah, I was about to say I'm gonna go here and like
No, I can't
peer a
rotate
little
my
bit.
dude anymore.
Well, I guess Oak's on this
Okay,
side, so I can go with Zoo.
Okay, well, yeah, whatever.
Okay, so let me describe that before you even progress
Are you
to that. Zoo.
Yeah, okay.
So the main passage from the cave mouth climbs steeply upward, the stream plunging and splashing down its west side. In the shadows, a side passage leads west across the other side of the stream. Characters who have dark vision can also see. In the shadows of the ceiling to the north, you can just make out the dim shape. Oh, that's already the bridge you already saw. Okay, so as you're stepping near the edge of that, how much how much does your character weigh to?
Oh God.
How much? Let me see. How do I
It's
check
in bio. You press bio.
I feel like
Top
I
right.
probably gave this fool
Top
like
right.
bio top right.
You might not have put it.
I feel like I probably didn't.
Okay,
I'm
well
looking at bio and it's like blank.
either way, the limit that I was looking for was 100, and I'm sure you weigh more than 100. So, so when you stand on the edge, you notice that there's like it's not a straight path, right? Like right where your character is.
Right.
Let's say you're right here, actually. There's a dip actually, and the ground kind of gives way, and you have to make a dexterity saving throw to kind of see what happens.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay. 19.
Okay, so it slips. You kind of slip across, but you're able to catch yourself a little bit, but you still take half damage, which is 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Round up or down?
You round down, but you shouldn't be rounding. It's just 1d6.
All right.
Oh, I'm saying that the 1d6 is the half. If he had taken the full thing, it would have been 2d6.
Oh. Okay. All right, and then can I just? I'm still like in the back or like the front entrance or whatever.
Yeah, but you gotta roll your 1d6.
We'll roll your 1d6.
Oh wait. Oh okay. Gotcha. Okay. So d6.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so you take 4 hit points of damage as you slip down this thing. But you're now. Oh, I grabbed it. you're now kind of down on this little area here, and you can climb up to the other thing. It's not that it's like very difficult to climb; it's just that it gave way while you were walking on it, and
Okay.
you weren't really looking for any like traps. It wasn't a trap really, but it was just a natural.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you took 4 damage, and you can proceed however you choose to.
I'm gonna climb up.
I love that Zeke's character literally just like watches other people take damage from shit. Like he'll just like walk into rooms and like watches other people the traps. Hilarious.
Those oak and cows are just trying to hold forward.
It's
Bro,
true.
I'm not trying to wuss out.
This man said he had 5 combat encounters last week, dude, and we've gotten through 2.
Valdez has been sitting back here like, let me know when you guys are done.
I'm just gonna wait by the cave. I didn't sign up for
Climb
this
that
shit.